Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Would you just introduce yourself, please?
Okay, my name is Wali Faridan. I'm the imam here, the resident imam here
MashaAllah.
at this facility called Masjid here in San Diego.
MashaAllah, Tabarakallah Rahman. Okay, Mr. Wali, regarding living in US as a Muslim, do you think and believe that the American dream still exists and is really, it's a country for land of opportunities, even for Muslim people?
Yes, I would definitely say that, and I think the chances for Muslims are better than chances for most because of the disciplines that Islam gives the Muslim, compatible with the idea of freedom as envisioned by the founding fathers of this country. And if you can hold on to your discipline in America, in the land of plenty, then you can go far.
So that your religion is not an obstacle to be a very successful man or a figure here in
No,
US.
religion is an asset because over here the ideas of freedom and the opportunities of having access to everything bring so many people down. They lose their culture, family life to the so-called progress and the good life that's here. So, and those who come and can still hold on to the value of hard work, disciplined life, family life, and keep a goal in mind, they find out that they can make it pretty good here.
Okay, so there is no any kind of problem that happened to Muslim because they are Muslim in US? There's no such a harassment or something?
Yes, it is. There is, because of terrorism, the ideas of terrorism, the blaming of Muslims, saying that Muslims
And media.
and all those things, portraying Muslims and put big emphasis on any incident that they think they can relate to terrorism where Muslims are concerned. So some Muslims run into difficulty because of their beard. Sometimes the sister will run into difficulty because of her hijab or covering and so forth. And they may face some job discrimination. Not as much, it's basically minor, simply because African Americans who live here for so long and others have already fought against those kinds of discriminations. And the law now is in favor of punishing people who are guilty of those discriminations. So they have to be, so they don't do it as much. But Muslims are more of a visible target than many at this moment.
But as long as you are Muslim and you are sticking to the rules, you are protected by the government, so nobody can like attack you or something because you are Muslim, right?
That's absolutely right. As long as you're a Muslim and sticking to the obeying the law, and the one thing for Muslims that any minority would have to face when you go to another country is you have to take that opportunity to blend in as much as you can, as much as your religion allows. And some Muslims are so rigid in their cultural beliefs that they make it difficult for themselves.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Okay, last thing, why Muslims people not get a very powerful or good community in US, like Jewish or even any other minorities, that get their own kind of community that welcome newcomers, that welcome or even make a good promotion or reputation about religion or awareness for non-Muslims people. Like in many places I told you about, there's no an effective kind of community. I'm not looking for awareness. I'm looking for a community that once you are Muslim, I know that I can go there. They will like embrace me and will take me to the whole process.
Yeah. Well, I hear, but don't know. I've heard that in Detroit, which is a hub for a lot of people coming in, and then Michigan, Dearborn, Michigan, and a lot of places where Muslims first come in, that they have family and other people who have worked to get them over, and then they do have established community that can help them.
Cool.
Yes, I heard
So it's
that.
depending on the place.
Yeah, it depends on the
But in
place.
California, nothing.
But in California, they don't usually come here first. You see,
Oh, yeah.
So they come into these other areas first. But in California, those who live here usually they have to be better established because the cost of living and everything is much higher here. And it's an ideal place that a lot of people like to get to. So you have to be a little bit better established and spread out. So there's no place where you have a conglomeration necessarily of Muslims. Now there is some exceptions. The Somali community, they have a way of welcoming people from Somalia that they know that come in, but that's not everybody. That's just the Somalis. And then each community, they have a little bit of a network that they can assist people who coming in. But
for Muslims, it's all about like Detroit and Michigan.
Yeah, Detroit, Michigan, a lot of those places where they come in, and those New York. And there are some places in New York.
Yeah,
I know of some places in New York myself.
New York is, I think, it's better than here for Muslims.
Yeah.
Okay, do you think that Muslims people here got the money, power, they can do whatever, like start like a new channel for Muslims?
Start what?
Like a new channel, media channel?
Media channel. Well, they can, and in fact we had one called, what was the name of that? I'm sorry to say I can't, it won't come to my mind at the moment, but we at one time had a channel established for Muslims.
TV channel?
TV channel that was established it had been established, I think, by a Pakistani Muslim.
MashaAllah.
And he had it, but he eventually went off the air of his own doing, not because he wasn't supported. And then they had another channel that was started, and they were trying to show the American Muslim. They called it the American Muslim, and that one wasn't headed by Muslims, but they were trying to feature Muslims in that particular channel. But certainly, if they get the money, you can do it.
Everything.
Money is not the only obstacle because you have to fight some of the powers that be, and they cost you money to do so. But ultimately, you would be successful.
Thank you very much. شكرا جزيلا. يعطيك العافية.